David Beckham made an appearance in the royal box on day 1 of Wimbledon amid an ongoing rift between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. The former England captain sat in the prestigious booth to watch Spain's Carlos Alcaraz take on Estonia's Markle as the tennis tournament kicked off on Monday, July 1. The football legend, 49, attended the tennis match with his mum Sandra, and the pair were joined by many star-studded faces, including Jamie Cullen, Alexander Armstrong, and Catherine Jenkins. David also greeted Sir David Attenborough, who was sitting in the royal box, and they nodded hello, before taking their seats. While the royal box was filled with famous faces and A-list stars consisting of athletes, actors and presenters, no members of the royal family were in attendance. David posed for photos and signed memorabilia for fans at the event. Harry and Meghan stepped down from their royal duties in 2020 and were last seen at Wimbledon the previous year. David is said to have had a strong friendship with the royal couple, alongside his wife Victoria. Despite attending the Sussexes' wedding in 2018 as the former England captain, David first crossed paths with Prince Harry many years ago. The relationship blossomed when the Beckhams reportedly reached out to Meghan when she first moved to London. At the time, it was reported that Victoria had lent Meghan her all-important little black book of her favorite hairdressers and stylists in the capital, with some reports claiming this was the start of their fallout. It was claimed at the time Meghan reportedly suspected Victoria had leaked stories to the press. A source told The Sun at the time, Harry was very polite, but obviously it was a pretty awkward exchange and David was mortified. Inexplicably, Meghan feared Victoria was behind it. I mean, the idea that Victoria Beckham would be personally ringing journalists to give them a scoop is ridiculous, and spoke to Harry about it. Harry is very protective of Meghan, and decided to deal with the matter head-on, by directly contacting his good pal, David. He quickly put Harry right, and the two men agreed to move on, but it certainly made things awkward for a while. David and Victoria were on the guest list for Harry and Meghan's wedding. But, according to reports, they were only invited to the ceremony, and not the reception afterwards, which is said to have irked the Beckhams. In October of that same year, the Sussexes headed off on a tour of Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, which coincided with the 2018 Invictus Games in Sydney. Harry had asked David to be an ambassador for the Invictus Games, and the former footballer travelled down under to show his support for the event. Reports claimed Harry did not meet with David, with reports suggesting the royal had kept his distance.